Yo! This week we've been talking about sexism. Apparently Google doesn't like that because they don't show any of our videos to anybody.
Why? It's an important topic and you're just perpetuating the problem, Google, by not letting us talk about it.
So share this with your friends and welcome to the Wulff Den! So,
yes.
In my video I talked about sexism inside of video games.
And in my video I talked about sexism inside comic books.
Funny story, last week I made a video of the two girls I went to E3 with, Victoria and Karen. Every time I would leave them alone for 2 seconds, people would just come up and start taking pictures of them, like they were celebrities or something. Mm-hmm. But really all they were just girls at E3. The girl-to-guy ratio at E3 is about 10% girls, maybe.
I would say that's fair about like even Comic-Cons, maybe, a little higher.
I would say Comic-Con is 30 to 40% girls.
Yeah. With that being said, there's been a widespread, I guess you can call it an epidemic, of girls who go to cons and just, get treated like objects because they're either dressed, a certain way, they don't look a certain way, or the fact that they're just a girl at a con.
I mean, it's like, it's unfortunate that they have to be like treated like that just for going to a convention and seeing the things that they like,
Right, yeah. I mean, they're there for the same reasons you are. The fact that, they just happen to be a different gender is no reason to like treat them any differently, or to treat them like, and like the elusive like white tiger. You don't see many of these, so you might want to.
Right. I mean, everybody wants to go to Comic-Con because now it's so big. Everybody's like, oh, I gotta try it. And if you know somebody who's going, you're gonna probably want to go with them. But you need to enjoy what's happening. You need to enjoy what's going on there.
Yeah. Otherwise, like you're miserable and you get stared at, which is not fun. But it's not just at cons. We'll see this at like comic book stores or sometimes at a GameStop.
I hear a lot that at comic book stores, girls get ridiculed.
I'll say that my girlfriend has told me from experience that she doesn't like going into comic book stores with me because she feels like she's being stared at, which I feel terrible about because that should not be the case. Those should just be places where we go. I get the books I need. I talk with the cashier and then we leave. That's it. It should never be. Comic book stores are supposed to be like a safe haven for nerds in itself, but once someone with 2 X chromosomes walks in, then all of a sudden it's no longer safe.
I've been in that situation with a lady friend at a comic book store, and I know 100% everybody's looking at them. Yeah. But I mean, it's nobody's gonna do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know because I'm there. What if I'm not there?
Yeah. Please. Also, we should probably put up a disclaimer. We are 2 white straight males from a middle class family. So we don't really get objectified all that much.
We do get objectified.
I wish we would more often.
We do get objectified for being so like lame.
Yeah.
For having nothing cool about our race or sexuality. But I did work at a game store for a long time, and I mean there are like not a lot, but females walk in. Actually, our manager was female, and she got on a lot for being a female working at a game store. And a lot of people didn't even think she was the manager.
Yeah, it's
And a lot of people didn't think she knew much about games. But you know what? She didn't play a lot of games. She played puzzle games. Yeah. But when somebody walked in and was like, "Oh, I need a new puzzle game," she knew everything about every puzzle game.
Yeah.
So gamers. Wide range of gamers. You don't have to just play Call of Duty, Halo, and whatnot. You can play puzzle games. Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Counts.
Angry Birds. Clash of Clans. I hear that's big.
Puzzle Quest.
Yes. In addition to the fan community and the female fans that are, being objectified and ridiculed and persecuted, also creators. People who are in the industry, who are, trying to create work for you, to entertain you. People will come at them just because they're a woman. I rattled off a whole bunch of female creators in my video from Wednesday. And every single one of them has been attacked on some level just because they're a woman writing comics. If you follow Gail Simone on Twitter, she brings this up a lot. So, and this happens in the game industry too. You'll hear stories of women who will go women who work at a game developer who will go to parties or conventions, and the news media will go up to them and say, "Oh, who's your husband in this company?" Like that's messed up. That's messed up.
I guess they want to know why they're there because there's so little girls that work in the industry.
Well, I mean, like, because the head of 343 Studios is a woman. I don't know if she's still the head, but Oddworld Inhabitants, like, that president was a woman. Amy Hennig, who did the Uncharted games, is a woman. You know, Jade Raymond, who works at Ubisoft. I think she does Splinter Cell, woman, you know.
Love me some Splinter Cell, didn't know it was a woman. Now I hate it! Kidding.
See, exactly. Like, that's the type of stuff that, you know, you think we're joking, but, like, that shit happens, and it's messed up.
I don't want to know. I don't want to, like, most of the time, I don't want to know who's creating these things. Even with comic books.
Yeah.
Like, well, most of the comic books, you tell me what to read.
Right.
I mostly, like, I know the artists. I don't really care about the writer.
Right.
So.
Which is fine. But I mean, like, you know, someone like me, if I know who it is, then I'll probably want to seek out more of that person's work.
Right.
Like, I can't remember the first time I read Gail Simone. It might have been...
Did you read Batgirl?
Yeah, no, but like before that. I forgot what the first... I think it might have been Secret Six. I'm like, this is really good. I should read more of this stuff. Then I read Batgirl. Then I read Birds of Prey. I read her Wonder Woman stuff. It was great. Kelly Sue DeConnick. Never read anything from her before. I started reading her Captain Marvel. Now I want to read everything she does. Pretty Deadly. I'm totally looking forward to Bitch Planet when that comes out. So, yeah, it's just... when you find out who creates your stuff, that shouldn't, you know, create hatred. It should inspire you to maybe check out other things that they've done.
Right,
you know?
Exactly. And, like, why does it matter about, like, why do you need to even, like, think about who created it? Like, if it's good stuff that they're creating, it's good stuff. It doesn't matter if they're a girl, it doesn't matter if they're a guy, it doesn't matter what race they are, it doesn't matter their political views. It definitely doesn't matter their political views.
Yes. It's really hard for, like I said, two white guys to talk about something like this without, you know, feeling like... Because we're not, like, primary sources on this. You know, we're secondary sources. Yeah, we're not authorities. We're just giving you...
We're just talking from whatever we got our experiences.
What our experiences are.
For example, playing games with girls online.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people think they're little boys talking on the other end.
Yeah.
Especially Call of Duty. Because there are a lot of little boys playing that game.
But when they find out it's a girl playing Call of Duty...
Everybody's in on it. Yeah. Everybody wants a piece of that.
Yeah. There's two really great videos on College Humor where a guy is playing Call of Duty online with all girls, and they treat him like shit. They say the most terrible things I've ever heard anybody say to him. Oh my god!
I'd like to see this.
No, it's hysterical. I'll put a link to it. So, oh my god!
Like, is it real or no?
No, it's not real. But like,
somebody's got to do that.
But
somebody's got to like make a server all girls except for one slot.
It wasn't real, but it felt real. That's the magic of that.
Now, I will say there are the girls, and I've witnessed this. Again, to play devil's advocate.
Right.
The girls that go, play an Xbox, gamer tag, blah, 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 and then it gets like 1 million Facebook likes.
Right.
And they never go on.
But that's...
I've seen it. It happens.
All right. But that's different. We're not talking about, you know, attacking a girl who's trying to be, you know, trying to get vanity points or trying to get attention. Right. We're talking about people who are just going and having a good time and who are being, you know, yelled at or called names or in some extreme cases, you know, physically assaulted for being women in nerds' realm, which is just wrong. So... You know, that's what this is about. And
just women, you have a lot of power.
Yes.
In this world.
You have a surprising amount of power that you need to use more often.
No, don't abuse it, is what I was gonna say. You have a lot of control over these nerds.
Yeah.
You say you like something, and then you're gonna get a lot of people trying to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
So don't just say that all willy-nilly to get people to try to talk to you. That'd be messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Not that a lot of people do that,
but
it does happen. Just saying.
To wrap this up, ladies,
be free.
Yes. Don't be afraid to go to cons or the game stores or the comic shops or go on the internet and be a woman who's into this stuff.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
And bring your other lady friends to come enjoy yourself.
Get as many women into what you're into as possible.
I feel like that's better, because if you're a woman hanging out with a bunch of guys going to these cons, I feel like that's asking for trouble. If you're a woman hanging out with other women at these cons, it's like going to a club. You hang out with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Nothing bad's going to happen to you. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
But have a good time with girlfriends. Yeah.
And fellas, don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
You can talk to these girls, just don't be a dick about it.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? What do you have to say about sexism in all of these nerd industries?
Yes. Leave your thoughts down below or tell us on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes. And share this video because Google AdWords doesn't like that we use the word sexism.
I guess. I don't know.
It might be too controversial.
Or maybe
for them.
because...
I don't think this is that much of a controversial topic.
Maybe it's because we put an image of a fully clothed Mary Jane and a fully clothed the dumb girl from Final Fantasy 13 in the thumbnail.
Fully clothed, questionable. Like, if you like, subscribe, really like, thank you very much. Have a good week.
Yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say that from the get-go, comics were designed to be appealing to male readers, specifically young boys. They feature predominantly male characters in genres that are considered more male-focused, like action-adventure, sci-fi, detective stories, so forth and so on.
In my opinion, it's fine that all 4 characters are dudes as long as that's what the story calls for. The 3 Musketeers are all dudes. The Ninja Turtles are all dudes, and if you screw with that formula, you get this abomination. The problem here is when Ubisoft responded to the uproar. They said, well, it's hard to animate women.